hopefully the connection will not get dropped by YouTube. But if not, I'm recording it anyway, so I can put it up that way. This was this morning's lesson, another Santa, and talking about, it's not quite finished yet, but it's on its way. I'm going to sort out the darks and sharpen the charcoal and get a bit more into the eyes and things. And that was last night's Santa, another captured in the moment. What I said was, I can't find the other one, but I had a sinister Santa yesterday morning. Then I had the jolly Santa, and I've got a cheeky Santa. And I don't know what to call this one. I'm going to draw this one there, you see. I don't know what to call it. It's like double take Santa. He's looking, what? Somebody shouted at him, say, what? Do you want sugar, milk in your coffee? That's what they shouted at him. Oh, yeah, anyway. So white beards are interesting. And this is not really a technique for drawing white beards, because it's the usual hazelwood and dodgy paper. It's some old paper. Look at this. It came in this thing here. Look. This is what it is. That's as old as my youngest son. He's 30. So that's what this is. So and they had it when they were at school. So it's got some somewhere there was some. I can't find them anyway. But yeah, dodgy paper. Some old dodgy paper. But I don't like it because it's got lines on it. You know, sometimes you see people, they draw on lined paper, tiny little. I don't know if it's in the rolling or what, I don't know. But I don't like it because of that. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so I'm using the sort of stuff that's, you know, my usual charcoal. It's a bit scratchy at the moment, so I'm trying to find a piece that's flowing, and I prefer it when it does flow with no effort. There's a little bit of pressure required with this, and it's not conducive, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this is not a how-to or tips and tricks or anything like that. I saw one this morning talking about how to draw noses, and I thought, well, that's a load of nonsense. But because I always think tips and tricks on, you know, how art is easy. Must make art easy. It's all that kind of stuff. It's like it's not baking. You know what I mean? It's not a cake in an hour, just add an egg. It's not that. It's something quite sophisticated, and yet it's not. And when I see the how-tos and the tips and tricks, it just winds me up. To be fair, to be honest, it winds me up. So let me get the things roughly in the right place. So a lot of this, I mean, I'm what I'm doing now is I'm trying to locate things, right? But a lot of this, if you see me doing this, a lot of this is to do with the number of times that I've done it. It's as simple as that. This is not the mechanical replication of something that everybody else does, and it's not that. I mean, it is me finding the edges, the as I said before, the not edges, the anchors, and it is me doing that and really looking for things that I can attach my shape development to. And my shape development is all tonal, so I'm drawing with shapes and tone. I'm not trying to draw with lines or outlines, or I'm trying to definitely draw the structure or something. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just looking for shapes, and I'm trying to find them using tone. But I needed to just get some idea of where it's going to land and where things are attached to it, which is the anchor stage, if you like. But they can be anything. They don't. I talk about 3 dots, but I talk about 3 dots because it helps simplify the process of understanding how accurate your observation is. And then if you want to use it in your drawing, then it's simply a case of let's look for 3 dots. No matter what they are, can be anything. They can be just completely random things. People often go for sort of forehead, end of the nose, and chin, but it can be anything. And but it's just about developing that ability to see accurately. Because once you've got that, like I said about a cheating thing, once you've got the accuracy of your observation developed, or once you've developed accurate observation, everything's affected by it, you know. So, but that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just looking for shapes now, and sometimes what happens is that, and you'll see me do it every now and again. For instance, on this eye, if I find that is accurately placed, then I'll increase the density of the marks or the tones that I'm applying. And it's just because I can confirm that that's in the right place. If it's not, if I'm not quite sure about it, it'll have this kind of feel about it. And that's basically how the tones develop for me anyway. So as a result of that, I kind of almost get to a point of the drawings, like on the one you were seeing in the class this morning. It rapidly gets, 30 minutes, and it's looking like what it should, because of the use of tones that are almost what they should be. The only thing you got to watch out for with that, and I did it on the Sinister one, if you saw the Sinister one, you got to watch out for is you commit too soon to darks, it will throw your visual accuracy, because suddenly you've got a dominant tone in your drawing, and it's throwing your measurement, your visual accuracy in comparison. The relationships are thrown because it's suddenly this very dark thing. So that's the only thing you're going to watch out for if you use the confirmation kind of thing, the confirmation of its accuracy. I'm quite happy with that, so I'm going to make it a bit darker. If you do that, you've got to watch out that you don't just suddenly throw your comparison out, because it's, and I've said this before, it's like if you want a real world example of this, if you use a camera or your phone and you set it to automatic and you point it at a field where the sun's above it, it will take a reading from the sun, so the light will be, the exposure will be based on the light of the sun and not the foreground, so it burns out all the foreground. So that's the kind of thing that happens. You use the